Go check out this comedy book on Amazon.com.
All right, this is your boy Crash Out Garden out here today. If you saw me on Joy of the Garden, in the garden, live today, I was telling her I was going to up pot some tomatoes plants. And if y'all been watching my videos, people that's going to watch this video or see this video, knew I created my own soil out of coco coir, earthworm castings, and some 555 fertilizer in a bucket. So when I went to go up pot my tomatoes and I opened up the bucket, even though the lid wasn't shut tight on it, I smelled this smell ammonia. So the ammonia smell let me know that it was too much nitrogen in the soil. So if you're a new gardener, if you smell ammonia, do not use it. Okay, do not use it. If you go to the big box stores and you buy some type of not fertilizer, like manure or some type of potting soil or some topsoil, and it smells like ammonia when you open the bag, it's too much nitrogen and that will kill your plants. And then you wonder why you're thinking something's wrong with the plant. No, it had too much nitrogen in it. So usually an indicator of too much high nitrogen in your soil, bad soil, is going to have an ammonia smell. So that's my tip to the guys out here and the gals who are first-time gardeners. Sometimes you can go into a big box store and you cut the bag open. If you smell ammonia, you think it should smell like that. It should not smell like that. That means it has a high nitrogen in it. Something went wrong with the bagging or the packaging. Mine was, I know what I add. I added fertilizer. I added 555, and the soil was moist. So the soil was waterlogged, basically, had a lot of water in it, and it had nowhere to go. It wasn't draining nowhere. So it sat there and it got aberrated, and it smelled like ammonia. And do not use that soil. Do not use that soil. I repeat, do not use that soil to up pot or to plant seeds in or to put your starts in. I know a YouTuber, a famous YouTuber, they have a big YouTube channel, and they did that last year season. They did an outdoor grow, and they was up putting they plants in for their garden. They lost their whole crop due to the fact that they smelled ammonia, but didn't realize what they did wrong. But they realized what they did wrong, and they corrected. And that was a costly mistake they made. But they lost their crop, but they was able to revamp and re-up what they had lost. So for the new beginner gardens, if you smell ammonia in your mix or your soil that you buy from the big box stores, do not use it. How to correct that if you do have it, you don't want to take it back to the big box stores. All you got to do is put it in a bucket somewhere, or not even a bucket, put it on the ground somewhere, in the backyard or somewhere, and add some wood chips to it and let it break down over 4 or 5 months. And then you'll understand with the rain that I'm having here, the rain, that's why I put it in the raised bed. I'm not worried about the high nitrogen that's in this soil right now because it's raining, it's snow. I'm in 7A, you see here. So by the time I use this bed between May and June, that nitrogen will dissipate in here. The best thing about nitrogen is over time with rain, water, it's called the flush. It'll flush out the nitrogen. Is the first thing to leave your soil through water and rain. So don't worry about it too much. But if you're trying to fix it, wood chips, you can actually use some lime if you want to. Get a bag of lime and just let it sit for a while on the out, spread it out, throw some lime on top of it, and it should neutralize that nitrogen in it. If you don't have lime, best things to do is just leave it outside on the ground, let the rain and Mother Nature deplete the nitrogen that's in it, and then scoop it back up and reuse it. So it's not that you got to throw it away. Just put it to the side, get a bucket like that with holes in it, and then run some water through it, and you'll try to take that nitrogen out the soil so you can use it faster. So you can get a bucket like that with the holes in it, put the soil in it, and then flush it. What we call a flush is you run a water hose through it and wash out that nitrogen, let it sit out there. You can spread it on a tarp, let it dry out in the sun, and you should be okay. So this is your boy Crash Out Garden. If you smell it, don't use it. If you smell the ammonia, do not use the soil. The soil has too much nitrogen in it, and it's called the nitrogen burn. It can kill your plants, and it can have a whole lot, mess up your whole garden grow. So don't use it if you smell it, all right? Y'all take care. This is your boy Crash Out, and I'll see you again in the next video. Me up potting, getting me some Happy Frog bag of soil to up pot my tomatoes. So this is your boy Crash Out, just giving new gardeners, if you smell it, because some big box stores, There had some bad packaging. Last year was some bad packaging going on, and a lot of people's soil was smelling like ammonia, and people didn't know no better, and they put it in the ground, put it in their pots, and they wonder why their plants died. It was too much nitrogen in the soil. So y'all take care. This your boy Crash Out. This is a tip for all the new gardens. If you go get a big box store and you crack that bag, please smell it a little bit. Should smell earthy or funky. Should not be smelling like ammonia, okay? So that's the tip today. And I'll be dropping this video, and I'll be dropping the next video, hopefully later on today or tomorrow, with me up potting my tomatoes. Take care. God bless you. And let's have a great growth season of 2025, y'all. This is not the year. 2025 is not the year to play around with your garden. Push your gardens to the mic. All these pots you see in my garden, my backyard, will have something growing in it. I know a lot of my neighbors out here are not prepared. So I have a lot of seeds, and I'll be growing a lot in these buckets. I wasn't going to do that this year, but due to the tariffs and things going on in this planet, in this country right now, every pot is going to be used on my property. I have enough compost outside here. If you've been following the channel, I'll show you that in another when it gets warmer. I have a big compost pile, and I will be using my own compost pile to fill these pots up. So there's no pot left behind this year, 2025, y'all. No pots left behind. Every pot, every grow medium I can do. These little pots right here, I'm growing herbs in them. These little pots right here, if I don't use them for others, these, well, they're this size right here. These here, you got your berries coming in, berries coming. Those size, I will have herbs in those. I will plant herbs in the smaller pots. The bigger pots will be collard greens and carrots, and the buckets will be potatoes. So I'm definitely going to be using a lot of those buckets for potato growth this year. So I think I'm going to try potatoes, give me some seed potatoes in those buckets. I got about 20 of them, and I'm going to use them for potato grow in a 5-gallon bucket. So y'all take care, and y'all just watch the channel in the springtime. Not a bucket will be empty on my property this year. I thought it was, but the way things are looking, all pots on deck, y'all. All pots on deck. Take care. God bless you. Stay safe. Don't fool around with 2025, y'all. It's not the year to mess around with your gardens, y'all. Take care.
Go check out this comedy book on Amazon.com.